Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just got from Anime Expo, so let's talk about it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Okay, so I spent the last week in LA going to Anime Expo for the very first time. So let's talk about my experience there, because this is going to be a lot of fun. So, generally, first experience with Anime Expo, a lot with most conventions I've been to, is that very crowded. It's very crowded, and LA is not the cleanest area. But overall, the expo itself was pretty much par course for any convention I've been to, but this one was a very much larger scale, which I enjoyed. I went with a few friends, met a few people. It was actually very nice, and I actually really enjoyed the time spent there, especially at an artist gallery and the exhibit halls. Those were massive, which that was both amazing and at the same time concerning, because I spend most of my money on artwork at these conventions. But I really did enjoy it. The panels that we're able to get into were very nice, very cool, and very just like amazing just to be in there with some like the people who work on some animes that I legitimately enjoyed. So with that, I'm going to be talking about more so the merchandise that I bought at Anime Expo. So, and like I said, it's mostly going to be art, not so much figures. So I did buy one figure-ish, and that's because I wanted this for my Pokemon collection. And that is not this one, but the large-scaled Charizard Funko Pop. Yeah, he's a big boy, very big boy. So I had to get him at Anime Expo because I never got the pre-order from Target when he first came out. And that was very disappointing because I have pretty much every other Charmander, pop or whatever. But, Charizard didn't get him. So I was very happy to find him at Anime Expo, which I kind of expected to find this there because, they're pretty like normal in most conventions when you find pops. And again, I'm no longer a big fan of pops, but specific ones I'll probably get. For instance, like some of like certain animes or whatever, like certain characters I might get, but Charizard was definitely one I wanted to kind of round out my Pokemon Pop collection, which is, I say Pokemon Pop collection, but it's mostly just Charmander and Charizard. So if they ever make a Charmeleon one, then I may get that. Okay, there's one other thing for Pokemon I got, and that was this Lego Charizard, which this isn't actually for me, this is actually more for one of my friends, because he's also a big Charizard fan, so I thought this would be cool to get him. If you wonder why I didn't get him a giant pop, it's because he already had it. So, he didn't need one. That's pretty much it for figures. So, if you've been to Anime Expo, you've been to any convention that have panels and everything, they usually give out free merch, right? And one thing they give out more than others is lanyards. So, when you go to Anime Expo or you're going to a convention, most likely give you a tote bag or anything like to carry around with like the map and brochure and stuff like that. I'm very happy because the first day I actually missed this. I didn't get the bag that had all this stuff in it. We just missed it for, I don't know how, but we just did. But the entire convention, I was wondering like, okay, I really want a specific lanyard because it was also Figure Rant's 5th anniversary. If you don't know, I play FGO a lot. I should have my Castoria Rose up on the channel somewhere. Most likely I'll put it in the cards or whatever, just look for it if you're interested in seeing how it goes. But the entire time I wanted to get the 5th anniversary lanyard, which I did. It was in the tote bag, which I'm very happy I get because it has Mosh and it has Altoria on it. So this was very nice to get. I really did want this lanyard. So this was pretty much the lanyard I wanted. I know that's weird. You want a lanyard out of everything from Anime Expo? Yes, because 5th anniversary. Also because, quick rant, this is my first time being at Anime Expo, and this is not indicative of a lot of conventions. I did not know that I needed to buy a separate ticket for certain panels. Now, if you knew this, trust me, I've been to like A-Con and a few other conventions where this was not necessary. I've been to Comic-Con where I knew to get passes for some of the bigger, panels and everything. I knew to do that for Comic-Con. I did not know this was needed for Anime Expo. Like, it never popped up on my emails. It never showed on the app per se, because even though I saw like each of the what was going on at Anime Expo, there's a lot going on each day. And it's not that I was overwhelmed, because again, I'm comfortable with conventions. I've been to a few and I can scroll through it. But at the same time, on the Anime Expo app, I did not know I had to click it, go to the website where anything that had a money sign on it, that means you need an additional ticket. Didn't know that. Was never pointed out in the app or anything. So I could not get a ticket for Aniplex's 5th anniversary for Figure Rant, which I was highly disappointed in. Like, you have no idea. And the worst part about it is I couldn't buy a ticket the day of either, because they went on sale or given out, however, whatever the case was for it. It went out a month before, right? I did not notice, because I bought my Anime Expo tickets months ahead of time. I bought them like, I want to say January. Whenever they went on sale, that's when I bought them. So I never really went back to the website to really look at anything besides the hotel. So I'm very disappointed I didn't get to go into the FGO panel for the 5th anniversary. Kind of sucks, but maybe next year. Maybe next year. Anyway, for the other panels, honestly, I went to JoJo. Honestly, and I'm going to get ripped for this, I don't watch JoJo. I haven't started watching. I'll watch it eventually. But JoJo's very popular and everything, so eventually I know I'll watch it. So got a JoJo lanyard. Fine. Also got a JoJo poster from that same panel. Where is it? I was gonna go over the art and everything later, but I'll go over now. So very, very interesting JoJo. Just that. So poster for there. Also, there's a lot of SAO fans. I'm not knocking SAO. I don't continue to watch it anymore. Like after I want to see the Gun Gale arc and then finish watching it. But got an SAO lanyard, so okay. Not very much on it. As for Alicization, I want to say it's Licorice. That's what I'm going with. So lanyard for that. A Gundam one for the Gundam Build Bandai Namco one, which was very nice. Got to see Vampy. Is it Vampy Bite Me or Vampy Bit Me? One of the two. I followed her for a long time and she's amazing. She was the host for that panel, which was awesome. She was also at the Gundam booth, which was really cool. And then one panel which I didn't get to go to, but was able to get to the giveaway at their booth, was Bleach 1000-Year Blood War Arc. 1000-Year Blood War Arc. Nicest lanyard I got so far. So, a few of those. Another one panel, just a poster, Chainsaw Man, because that's gonna be a big one for this year. Because I'm reading through that manga right now, pretty good, decent and good. So with that, that's the lanyards, that's the giveaway posters we got, besides the tote bags, a few other things like that we giving away at Anime Expo. But I didn't really buy figures. Again, I think in the video I put out before I went to the convention was introduction to anime figure collecting, which I stated, don't buy anime figures from a convention because they're always overpriced. And this is very much the case at this convention. Like, a lot of figures I saw were overpriced. For instance, there was a Shinobu figure from Aniplex, which I think someone was selling for like $350 or something like that, when I can get it off of like Ami pre-owned, or I could actually buy it off Crunchyroll store for around $180 or so. It was legitimate. Like, figures get overpriced at these conventions sometimes. If you have a good person, if there's a good seller, he'll set it like just slightly above what the asking price is, like the initial release price was. Usually that's fine, because that's fine because you're trying to make your money back off selling a figure. I get that. But when you set it for twice that at a convention, like, I would say check online. Go online, look for it. If you can't find it, that's up to your discretion to buy it. But we're not getting back into figure collecting. All right. So I have a lot of art, and I'll go over that last. So I'm gonna go over everything else I got. So, and also as I'm recording this video, I learned about the passing of the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, Kazuki Takahashi. So rest in peace to him, and our thoughts go out to his family and friends. He'll be truly missed, because if you don't know, everyone from my generation, probably still today, grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh, playing the card games and everything. I still collect some of the cards. I play Duel Masters. So his work was profoundly like influential on like me loving like card games and Yu-Gi-Oh and just anime, because he was a big thing about my childhood and still very important to overall anime today, because a lot of things are still based off, you know, his anime, his creation and manga. So rest in peace, and our deepest condolences for losing someone very important to the anime community and just the world in general. So with that being said, the reason I brought that up and want to address that is because I was at the convention. I did buy, besides Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because my friends were like, let's buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they'll duel whatever inside in the hotel room. Sure. So I ended up buying sleeves. One is of FGO's John the Arc Ruler's, you know, crest that's on her back. So was able to get those. Very cool. I don't know if I'm ever going to put these on cards, but very interesting. And of course I had to get the sleeves for Cowboy Bebop because favorite series, obviously. So had to get those. So I got those 2 pack of sleeves. The other thing I got probably the most of is maybe acrylic stands and pins. So we'll go over the pins. So one of the things that Anime Expo was setting for it being its 30th anniversary was pins. I didn't get the 30 when it says 30, but I got, you know, the stamp one, which is pretty good. I want something to, you know, recognize the fact that I went there on the 30th anniversary. So I got the one of pins. I got another pin by a very good artist, which their pins sold out so fast. I couldn't find one. Their pins were amazing because they had ones of the Hashira, but they also had ones like Disney princesses. They had ones of the Hex girls from Scooby-Doo, which was really funny to see. So actually, and I'll put all the artists, you know, stuff in the description below or like in the video itself, as long as I can make sure I connect all the artists, because it's so hard. I have to go through a lot of business cards to make sure I have it. But here's this one's very nice. This is very lovely. There was a Demon Nezuko one, and then this lovely regular Nezuko one, which I went with this. And actually their information is on the back of here, which again, I'll put this in the description in the video below. But this is very lovely. Definitely probably my favorite artist in general, because I got a lot of her work. And I have another one of her posters here as a copy of another poster I already have and a shirt I have. But she's changed her name on Instagram and everything. I still think it's cool, but the official name for the thing is Seiju. And I bought her Boa Hancock and Edward Elwood pins because these are just very nice pins. I didn't get Alphonse, I didn't get some other crew because I don't know why. I don't tend to collect everything of one series sometimes. I don't know, but I already have 2 of her other ones. I have one of her Itachi one, I have her Nezuko one. So I just added these 2 as well because I like her art. They're very nice, I love it. Other pins I got, again, going on the Cowboy Bebop theme. Good Smiles, Faye and Spike pins, which are only like 15 bucks a piece. So I was like, cool, pins of those 2. Need them, want them. Mostly need, because I collect almost anything of Cowboy Bebop. All right, moving on to acrylics for the most part. So obviously one of the biggest anime of the year is Spy Family, so I had to get something Spy Family related. So for Anya, I got this funny pin of that amazing face. I'm not lying, every time I see this face, I bust out in tears because it's so funny to me. I love this face. It's the funniest face I've seen in an anime in a long time. I literally can't remember another one right now. But so this is just a little acrylic keychain, which I'm not going on my keys, but I just wanted because it's Anya and there's not any other real merchandise of Anya just yet. So I had to get her. So moving on to acrylic stands, which these are the first acrylic stands I've ever bought, because beforehand I didn't have a need for acrylic stands because if there's a figure of it, I got the figure, I didn't get the acrylic stand. But some things I did want some of them because they were just very lovely and very nice. So here's Nin Guan from Genshin Impact. I don't play Genshin Impact, but I have a figure of her coming out. She's supposed to have gotten here in my last monthly haul, but she has not been shipped yet, so I don't know how that's working. I know she's a Chinese-made figure. Anyway, I'm rambling about other stuff. Here's Nin Guan acrylic stand. Very nice, very lovely. Love this character so far, even though I don't play the game. Now these next 2 acrylic stands is from artists and their original characters. And I follow both of them on Twitter and Instagram. And I'll definitely put their information down below because I want to make sure like they get recognized and everything because they're very good artists and I really like their stuff. So if you want to go check them out, this is the OC of the artist. Very lovely. I love this character. It's a very nice blue hair character. And I don't know the OC's name, the original character's name. But again, I'll put the artist and everything down below. And same thing for this one. Really love this one because I think this just fits more of my type of, I don't know, character. This is a very lovely one too. So, and again, I'll put, these are two different artists from these. Two different artists, okay? But both of them very nice. I wanted to make sure I support those artists that I follow and like their artwork is amazing. And I want to make sure like, you know, a lot more people know about them if anybody even watches this channel. But I think their art is very amazing. Okay, now these next two acrylic stands are big, and I actually bought 3 of them. If you go to conventions, you know that most of the time there's like a 2-for-1 deal, like if you buy 2, get 1 free. I did that, and I got my friend 1 of these, and then I got 2 for myself. So it is just about a Tanjiro, which is a very lovely acrylic stand. It's amazingly colorful. It's very nice. It's mostly Tanjiro at the end of the series for the most part, but he's more grown, which I am not going to give any manga spoilers. But this one's a very lovely acrylic stand. I thought this was very nice, especially because there's not a lot of Tanjiro things that have him with a decent face. This one I thought was real nice because he's fully grown in this acrylic stand, which I thought was very lovely. And of course I had to get his sister Nezuko in her full demon form, which this one was the one I saw and I was like, I was going to just buy this one. But then I was like, okay, I need to probably get a gift from my friend who wasn't able to make the expo. So I got him a Nezuko one, like same one like this. And then so I got myself Nezuko and then the Tanjiro to go with him. But this is these are beautiful acrylic stands. I love these. And these, I don't 100% know where I'm going to put them just yet, but I don't know, but I'm happy to have them. So that's Ko and Tanjiro acrylic stands. Let's see, I think that's it for lanyards, acrylic stands, random stuff I got. Now let's move on to something I definitely spent a lot of money on, and that is going to be the art. All right, so I should have probably taken a lot of this out beforehand because I wanted to display it, but at the same time I didn't want them to get ruined. But again, I'll put the artists down below as soon as I can find them. Most of art stays together because it's the same artist. So here's a very beautiful one. It is of Esdeath, which is, do you know how insane it is that there is nothing for merchandise for Esdeath? Like there's not a figure, there's no, for instance, acrylic stand, stuff like that. Why is Esdeath getting no love other than from like, you know, artists? Because this is beautiful. I want more Esdeath because Esdeath is definitely top tier psychotic women that I love. Probably only second to Saiko from High School of the Dead. And then, speaking of Spy Family from the same artist, this beautiful Your depiction, like this is amazing. Like this is such a lovely picture of her, and this is a very elegant looking picture, right? So it's very beautiful. I do love this one because it has a little bit of blood and everything, so it's very lovely Your. And there's a lot of Spy Family art out there, but you know you have to find the right ones for you and everything, so you have to be a little particular about what art you get. I'm gonna put them right there to make sure that they don't get damaged. All right, so next art. And if you don't know, I do really like the Bloodborne series, Dark Souls, and most recently Elden Ring. But one of my favorite characters from that series is Maria. I already have a Maria print, But this one was also just very nice because it's just a headshot of her. She's definitely one of my favorite bosses in Bloodborne and just in the Souls games in general. So this is just very lovely because I just love the headshot. And I believe this is from the same artist, maybe. I have to double check. Actually, no, it's not. It's not from the same artist, but I had this in the same file. It's a poster or art of Ningguang, which just has the sun. Actually, this goes very well with a Chun-Li one I got, the Red Sun, which this is very lovely. I love this one because it's just, again, I love art that's very elegant and shows the characters, and I can really just display it pretty much anywhere. And this is what this kind of is. So, love that Ningguang. All right, next one. This art is, oh my God, I gotta take it out the bag again. Very understandably why. All right, before I get to these two, because I think these are very nice, I'm gonna go with this one. Now, Jujutsu Kaisen, there's a lot of art for it. I just have to find the right one I want it. But this is a very lovely one. This is amazing. This is from all three of these I'm about to show you from the same artist as well. So this is a very lovely Jujutsu Kaisen one. Has Gojo right here with beautiful eyes, like very nicely drawn and everything. And you can just see like the colors of black and red and blue in it. Very lovely because I think this really does show like the style of Jujutsu Kaisen very well. Megumi here. So this is very lovely. I do like this art. And I got this again for a 2-for-1 deal. I'm sorry, buy two get one free deal. And the ones that came with that one are, and I'll probably have to show these two together, are Nezuko. I bought a lot of, I didn't buy a lot of Demon Slayer stuff. I bought a little bit. But I bought Nezuko and, of course, gotta get her brother, Tanjiro. Which this is like one of the coolest Tanjiro ones I've seen. Again, Tanjiro's face is always kind of weird in some depictions, especially in some figures. So this Tanjiro was amazing. And then, you know, got Nezuko right next to him. So both of these, amazing art, and I love it. So I have to get both of them, hang them next to each other, something. So I really did like those two. All right, now this other art is not of any character that I'm aware of. I'm pretty sure it's just natural art, but this I really did like it because I like the idea of, you know, putting two things together, like the duality or things in threes. So I like things in twos, things in threes. In this case, things in twos because this art is just nice. It's very thick, but at the same time, like, look at this. This is amazing. I don't know. It's just beautiful art, right? And I love the idea because I can both of these next to each other. And it's just a very lovely style. I love the black, red, and white. These are like the three colors I love the most. I love the fact that there's a little hint of red in there from like the blood from this character and then the roses on this character. This is very lovely art and I really do love this one. So these two are just amazing pieces of art. And had to buy them when I saw them. Nothing related to anime, just wanted to buy them. Do I have another piece of art? Oh, I did. So this is from the same artist as the other two. And it's just Chun-Li, which I don't have a lot of Chun-Li merchandise, even though I do like Street Fighter. It's been a little while since I played one of the games, but Chun-Li is still a very top tier character and waifu for anybody. So also very beautiful art. Okay, making sure none of that falls. I'll go over those two a little later because those are over it. So next art, and this is, I'm trying to figure out how much it is about the same artist or how much this is just put together so I can savor them. Okay, these should be 3 pieces. Yeah, these 3 pieces. The first one from the artist is a very nice one of Bulma. This is more of Bulma from Dragon Ball. So I think this is lovely. This is a very nice piece. Although like it's very, the paper that's printed on, not as thick, but it's fine. Next piece art from that same artist is Okura Soji. This is her assassin form. The fact that I have to determine that and say that is going to be very big. So Okura Soji, assassin, very lovely piece. And let's see, last one from that artist. I knew I bought another Nezuko. Whoa. One of the pieces I almost fell. Make sure that doesn't do that. All right, and the last piece I bought from the artist, and I thought about getting this as a matte, but it's just nice little Nezuko as well. I like Demon Nezuko, so I need to really tone down how much of Nezuko I buy. But no, this is very lovely. I do like this Nezuko. All right, there's that. Now I mentioned like the artist that made the pins, like how much I love her art. So I ended up buying a bigger version of one of my favorite pieces from her, and that's her Android 18. And I got her to sign it at the bottom here because again, I do really love her art, and I wanted a bigger, you know, picture of this. I have this picture already in a small version over there. You can probably just see it next to Jean, but yeah, I really do love her art, but I wanted a bigger picture of this one, and I wanted a signed one from her. So this was like, I think one of the first prints I bought from her besides my Faye Valentine one. But this is like one of my favorite, you know, arts from her. So it's weird because I won't ever buy duplicates of some things, but this one I kind of felt like I really wanted to because I like this artist particularly. I bought a lot from, and I just want something signed from her from one of my favorite prints. All right, next art, and this art I actually was about to get into a metallic, like really hardboard one because I really did like how it looked, and it is this beautiful Ichigo in his Mugetsu form. Like this is like legitimately dope as hell. Like look at this, like the black, the red. This is like my favorite form of Ichigo because Mugetsu is like legitimately like final Getsuga potential form, man. Like this was amazing. I saw this, immediately wanted to buy it because I'm like, yes, let's do this. Two other pieces from that same artist, and these are not anime related, but still just as good. And you can tell what my favorite colors are with this. This is an amazing one of Scarlet Witch. The fact that, you know, Doctor Strange 2 came out and Scarlet Witch was in that, this was just like, yeah, let me get something for that because this is amazing. And another one I got is this awesome Vader one. Cause yo, man, this looks dope, right? It's Vader. And the fact that Obi-Wan, you know, series was just finishing up, and there was a Vader post. I'm like, yeah, let me get something for Vader, because I actually don't have any art for Vader or Star Wars. It's kind of weird. So the fact that I've been watching Star Wars since like the prequels came out when I was a kid, so definitely had to get some art. Oh, like here's the artist right here, so that helps me narrow down who I bought this from. So I'm gonna put that right there so I know that's who that's with. I might as well go with this one. So these two pieces are very lovely, and I had a little bit of trouble fitting into my bag or actually just walking around with it because it's more alone. And it's two things from Genshin Impact, and it's just, I don't play Genshin Impact, but I found the watercolor art amazing. I found that I can really like just post this somewhere because this is just lovely. So I got two versions. Again, I like things that come in two. And here's the other one. So I found it nice because I thought this was, you know, dragon and fox, water and air, or mountains and everything. So I thought these two contrasted very well compared to each other. They're a much longer print, not so much wide. So, and yeah, they are two different prints if you want. I'm just putting them together right now to make it easier for me to hold. So these are very two lovely, very prints, and I do look forward to where I'm going to hang this somewhere in my place. All right. We're going to get into a little bit more, I guess, risque art with this one. Let's see. I think there's only one inside of here. Actually, hold up. There's not one inside of here. No, there's not. And there's something on the back of this one I don't want to show just yet. But I bought 3 pieces of art from this artist. And if you can't tell, you probably know who this artist is as well. But this is a Yoruichi. And so somebody answer me this. Why is Yoruichi getting shafted in a lot of things? Like, I'm not joking. Like, the last figure of her is in this weird sexualized pose. I know I'm in a hypocrite considering the fact that I just bought a very sexualized poster of Yoruichi. Okay, my camera stopped. And I was going on a rant that Yoruichi has a bad figure that has her very sexualized. Again, hypocrite because I bought a sexualized picture of Yoruichi, but it's very tasteful. The figure itself just looks bad because her face looks messed up. This is a very tasteful figure, and I really do love this one. So, yeah, just a little rant about Yoruichi for a moment. Now, there's something on the back of this one, which I'm not going to show you just yet because it is one of the first. I'll talk about it when I get to it. All right. Like I said, I did buy some Cowboy Bebop art. I was like, I know I bought something. It's not very big, but at the same time, it's very nice. And it's this Cowboy Bebop loan art of just the ship from the series. I thought this was very nice. It's just I know where I'm putting it. It's gonna go into my office like right next to all my other Cowboy Bebop art. But this was just very nice and just very stylistic. I do like this one a lot. So this one's very lovely. I do like it. You see the swordfish front and center. So I like this one. This one's very nice. I do. This is very lovely art. All right, and I have more Cowboy Bebop art. I don't know why I forgot about this. I'll show that one. Well, so I bought another Faye picture. Why did I think I bought no Cowboy Bebop art? What is wrong with me? And I bought two, but this is a very lovely one, Faye. I think this one was just made because I actually got this as a wallpaper on something I have, and because it literally just got posted. So this is a very lovely one of Faye. And it's called Iron's Bar. I just realized because there's the Iron's Bar thing, there's Iron from the show. So very lovely art. On the back, I think this is the same. This should be the same person who made the Yorichi one. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. Okay. Did I not get another? I could have sworn I got something else from that one, but I don't remember. All right. So on the back of this, in the same file, from the same artist, I got something from Elden Ring. Yeah. Actually, this is very lovely. And I'll preface this, is this the artist that makes not safe? Yeah, this is the artist. This is also the artist that has not safe for work versions of almost all of his art. But this is amazing. I love his art though. Because the other one I got is, again, this is very fun. Again, I don't want to say funny or anything, but very coincidental that I bought a Yu-Gi-Oh art print, considering the fact of passing of the creator. So I got a picture of my Valentine, and you can see Joy behind him. So, again, I think mine's one of the better girls. I think if they had one of Taya, they did have one of Dark Magician Girl, which I was close to getting that one too. But Mai, I think, is a little more underrated of the girls in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, and I do like Mai. So, got one of those two. All right. So I got 4 very large prints right here. These are gonna probably be the last ones I talk about. Oh, I'm about to forget this because this was off the way. So I have, again, I bought a lot of art. So if I forget something, it's bound to happen. I've bought a lot of art. So the one thing I was very concerned for is the fact that I did not see any art for, I'm not gonna say any art, but not a lot of art for Komi Can't Communicate. I didn't find any art for, not a lot of art for My Dress Up Darling. It was very random considering the fact, like, these are very popular series. Like, both the manga and the anime are very good. So I couldn't find any real, art that I really liked of those series. But I ended up finding one artist who had both, and he had one of Komi. I'm like, I really do like this picture because you see Komi, you see her notepad that she writes, get 100 friends, and then you just see like all her friends she made currently and her family throughout the back. And I think this is a very nice portrait of Komi. I think this one's really nice, and it's probably the best one I've seen personally. That's not knocking the artist. I just think personally from my own style, I think I like this Komi the best. And then I was finally able to find one of Modding from My Dress Up Darling. And this one was really good because it's all her cosplays that we've seen so far from all the episodes, except for this one. This one's in the, we haven't seen this one yet, at least not in the English manga or the anime yet. But so far you see like all her cosplays that she's done so far. I think this one was very nice. Now I didn't think about this when I actually was there, because I didn't think about this series. But at the same time I realized as soon as I found this one, there was no art of 86. And I love 86. It's like one of the best animes I've watched this year. But that same artist that had the modding in the Komi had 86. I was like, dude, I immediately he had a buy 2 get 1 free. I'm like, give me 86, because I'm like, I've seen no art of her. If there was art, I missed it or it sold out because I did not see anything of any character from 86. And I'm like, I'm very happy I saw this from artists I was already buying something from, because this is just amazing. I love this because this series is phenomenal. If you have not watched 86, go watch. It's one of the better war animes out there. I don't want to call it a mech anime because it's not really mechs, but more, I guess, like spider tanks. I don't know how to explain it, but if you like war, if you like some kind of war conflict anime like that, I say check out 86. This is amazing, and I'm reading that manga right now of 86. Yo, I really do love that series. All right, so just like with Cowboy Bebop, I don't think there's gonna be a time where I go through a series and not go to a convention and not buy something of Fate. Like we've seen like the look at the Soji one, you've seen some of like the sleeves and all that, but art is definitely the one I have to go with. So there's 3 different pieces of art I bought of these characters. So the first one is of Jean Alter, which again, dude, this is lovely. This is so amazing. I love the darkness. I love Jean Alter for everything that's going on. So definitely have to pick up one of her. But at the same time, I also have to pick up one of her sister, Jean Alter, Jean d'Arc. And this one is very lovely because it looks like, you notice like you would think that these are wings. This is her hair. She just looks angelic because she's supposed to be the saint. And I think this is lovely because I think they, again, contrast, right? She looks the one like the angel, she looks more like the demon. So I think these are very lovely portraits that I kind of have. And I already have a lot of, Jean art, but especially like for something like Heaven and Hell, Light and Dark, I love this. So this art definitely was one I had to get because I love both of them. And with those, reason I got those 2 was because the artist also made mats. And I wanted a, desk mat or game mat, whatever you want to call it. And they sold a mat along with those 2 prints. And the mat I got is, again, of John and Jalter. And this is a very lovely mat. I do love this one. I think I saw this one at Acon a year or so ago, but I didn't get it. But this, now I'm just like, dude, this was lovely, lovely art, man. Again, John and Jalter, both with long hair. John regular always has long hair, but Jalter goes from like short hair to long hair. But I'm very happy that he gave her both long hair. Especially like, actually John's hair is usually sometimes in a braid, so you don't actually get to see it flowing a lot. So I'm very happy he went with no braids and both with long hair, so got my mat for that. All right, now it's for, I guess, the so-called piece de resistance, I guess. And let's start with the 2 that aren't related to each other. These are bigger prints. These are most definitely like the biggest prints I've ever bought at a convention. And because they're just very nice and they all go very well together. So we have a print from, I'm about to say Fate, Final Fantasy. So this is just very lovely. Oh, you see a lot of, it's glistening a little bit. So this is very lovely. Like, this is amazing, right? So you can literally put this one anywhere because it's just like art. And then we have Alucard from Castlevania series. Again, I'm trying to make sure I actually get in the shot. And this one is just amazing, right? It's very dark, very regal. You just see like, the artist is amazing who did this, right? So I think both of these are amazing. I bought 4 of these, right? But the other two I got are like legitimately mind-blowing, which is why I kind of had to do this for this character. So, and it is from Elden Ring. First one is Ranni, the witch. So this one's very nice of Ranni, right? You see the dual face and everything, the arms, and it's just a very nice one. And also like the paper that it's printed on is so nice. I do love the print, like the paper it's printed on. Again, it's a really big poster, right? It's just huge. And if you saw this artist, if you've been there, I guess you can figure out who the other character I got was. Because I think this one's probably my favorite of all of them. It's Melania. Like, look at this. This is a dope piece, man. It's very amazing. Like, and yes, these are gonna get framed. I just gotta I gotta find a frame big enough for them. And then, yeah, but no, this Melania is legitimately amazing. So I had to go with that. So, oh, I didn't talk about this. So, I don't usually go to conventions and get anybody like autographs or anything. I just don't know why. It just never interests me. Even like of cosplayers or anything like that. But because I follow so many people like on Instagram or like social media and all that, there are times I'm like, oh, I don't think I'm ever gonna get a chance to meet these people or whatever. One cosplayer I follow who is, I believe, from Korea, if I'm not mistaken. And that was Tasha from Spiral Cat. And they both had a signing. So I was able to go, like, I think on the second day of the convention and get a autograph from Spiral Cat, which I love. I mean, because I don't get excited about meeting people or anything, or even cosplayers or anything like that. I'm like, all right, cool, I got to meet them, cool, great. Because for instance, I met the voice actor of Bleach at one convention. That was cool, amazing. He was also like the second Black Ranger in the Power Ranger series. I don't go crazy about that, but this I'm like, I want an autograph for her because one, she's very lovely, and two, her cosplays are just amazing. So if you want to know which one's Tasha, that's the one in the blonde right here. And it was very nice meeting them. It was very cool. I loved it. And this is probably like the only autograph I'll probably ask of someone, at least from a cosplayer, and all that. So that was cool. So overall, that is everything I got from Anime Expo. I enjoyed it. I really don't know if I'm gonna go next year. I will have to think about it because again, the convention itself, while amazing and cool, is very hard to get into panels. I think that's for any convention, especially of this scale. But I do think if you love anime, I think if you want to experience a convention, I think this is a very good one to go to because I think it's like the fourth largest convention there is, and it might be the biggest anime convention there is outside of Japan. It should be the biggest anime convention in America, maybe. If I'm wrong, please correct me, let me know. But yeah, overall, I did enjoy my trip to LA. I enjoyed the convention. And hopefully depending on what I do, I may go back next year or sometime around there. I am disappointed I didn't go to the FGO panel, but overall, I enjoyed it. I love the exhibit hall. I love the artist alley. Those things I really do love. And the panels I did get to go to were amazing. I did love to do that and see like the behind the scenes things of some animes that we've watched. So this was also really cool. And also, hopefully next year I get to team up with a lot more friends and just experience it like a lot more. But overall, I enjoyed my time at Anime Expo, and I hope to go back at some point and maybe in a bigger way, in a grander way or something. But let me know if you went to Anime Expo and tell me your experience with it and how did you like it. Anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later, crew.
おっさま